This is the sixth lesson. We are in the application of Coulomb's law. Some problems were done already. All right. We'll continue with more problems and better ones today. Right. I'll talk about the equilibrium. Yesterday we did a question, if you remember. There's a plus q here. At some distance, another plus q I have. Now, I'll put few conditions there. These two charges are fixed. They're not free. What do you mean by fixed charges, children? Probably, I've got a metal sphere on which some charge is already there by removing electrons. And this metal sphere, I stood on some insulating stand like this. Another one here. Okay. These are very, very small metal spheres, children, and the distance is slightly larger between them. So in which case, I'll assume this to be a point charge here, another 1 point charge here. So that is this is a idealized situation, children. This is a practical situation. Anyway, for the problem's sake, that's not very important. So this is fixed charge, this is fixed charge. Now, at the middle, I placed a plus q charge, another one. First question, is plus q in equilibrium? Is plus q in equilibrium? And if so, is it stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium? If you did not know about stable, unstable, just don't worry. I'm going to talk about it.
Sir, plus q charge is in equilibrium.
Plus q charge is in equilibrium is for sure, because we already have done it yesterday. Why, Bharat?
So because there's no charge, there's no force acting on.
No force. If the net force is 0, it is equilibrium. That's first thing. Good. But let me once again show it. On this plus q will repel it. I'll call it F1. This is a geometrical way of doing the problems. I'll put the arrow here and I write the magnitude F1 like this. I need not put bar here because I already showed the vector like this. How much is this, Bharat? K q into q by, if the distance between them was r, for example, r by 2 whole square. Isn't it so? So what do I get? 4k q by r square. Now similarly, this plus q will repel the same thing. So I'll put it again, F2 like this. And how much is F2? Same thing, 4k q by r square. And both are in opposite direction. The angle is 180 degrees between them. So F1 bar plus F2 bar mod should be equal to mod F1 minus mod F2. Isn't it so? Huh? Do you remember a formula? Cosine formula, children? Huh? Tell me, if R bar equals A bar plus B bar, mod R equals how much, children? Mod A square plus mod B square plus 2 mod A mod B cos theta under root, or I write square here. Theta is the angle between A bar and B bar. Do you remember this or not? This is R
Yes,
bar.
sir.
Did not remember, just recollect it now. Let's say this is theta equals 180 case. So total force is mod if resultant is what? 0. Why? Both are equal. So it implies plus q is in equilibrium. I went in details, children. I'm assuming that you don't know anything, and from there I'm starting. So I want this to settle in your minds very clearly. Right. Not only this plus q, children, even if I had a minus q there also, it will be in equilibrium. Or if I had even plus some to Q also, that will be in equilibrium. Whatever charge at the midpoint I've got, that charge will be in equilibrium. Is it all right? Have you got any question to ask? Yes, Ramya, today you came again. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You're talking, child. I missed you. What is the trouble?
So yesterday was my birthday.
Okay, happy birthday, belated. Huh?
Thank
But
you, sir.
keep coming because I like children, those who speak. You can just ask your friend somewhere.
Yes, sir.
You speak, you'll get more from me. That's very, very important. Come on. Now, is there any question to be asked here, children? This,
Sir,
Anshuman.
sir, I didn't understand why 0 came, sir. F rest is equal to 0.
If resultant, that is not rest.
That I didn't understand, sir.
Come on, Anshuman. There are, say there is something 10 newtons force here, another 10 newtons force there. What will be the net force?
0, sir.
That's what it is, no? 4k q by r square, 4k q by r square, two in opposite direction, two equal and opposite forces are producing 0. But I'm giving you a very proper way of doing it.
Yes, sir.
Math, you should be in a position to use, Anshuman, not just Abhinav. Not just talk in physics will help. Talk is not enough. You should convert everything into numbers. All right. Now I'll come back to discuss what is equilibrium and stable and unstable equilibrium. Okay, I'll go to the next page, children. Huh? Look at this. Plus Q. Plus Q I draw again. This another plus Q is in the middle. The net force on this is 0. F resultant, F net, anything you can call is 0. If I put a bar here, I'll put a bar here. This is a null vector. If I don't put a bar, this mod F is 0. Now, to know whether it is an equilibrium or stable equilibrium or not, first I'll give you the physical meaning of stable equilibrium. Just move this a little sideways. A small distance you move like this. Huh? If it goes back to the original position, it is called stable equilibrium. Just let me tell you, at this moment, at r by 2 from here and at r by 2 from here, the force was 0 because the forces were equal and opposite. If I moved a little this side, force this applies on this will increase or decrease. This force, we call it F1 if I remember. Come on, Anshuman, Bharat, Devarchit, quick, Ramya.
Increases, sir.
It increases because the distance is decreasing. F is inversely proportional to r square. If r is decreasing, force will increase, right? And this force will decrease, right? This one, force applied by this. So a net force will be acting towards the center back again. That means slight displacement you do. If it is going back there, that's called stable equilibrium. That means I should say that it is in stable equilibrium for longitudinal displacements.
So how can you say that that goes to the center back, sir? If you, I didn't understood. How can you say that it goes to the center back?
It won't
Midpoint.
go center back. It will go back this side also. It oscillates, but it is going back.
Again, if it comes to the position, it's stable.
It won't stop there because the moment it goes there, there's a velocity there. It goes a little that way, comes back, goes this way, comes back this way, goes this way.
Okay, sir.
So it is stable equilibrium. Now this keeps coming again and again. I'm talking something very important here. It is in stable equilibrium for what? Displacement along the line. Displacement along the line joining the particles. But now, children, listen to me. Plus Q I draw again. If I displace it slightly in this direction, transverse displacement, this is, you can call it, that was longitudinal. So what will happen here? Psi, will it come back here?
Sir,
Look, there's a
Sir,
force
it
like
is,
this, repulsive force this way. There's a repulsive force this way.
sir, it is still stable.
Hey, go look. This will push it away like this with F. This will push it away with F. So where is the net force? Like this. That means it will go away only. It won't come back.
Unstable.
Unstable equilibrium. So at this point, force was 0. But if I take it a little up in the transverse direction, it won't come back. So this is unstable equilibrium. If you think you followed this, discuss the second part of the question. I'll add, supposing we have a minus q at the midpoint. What kind of equilibrium?
Sir, it is still stable.
What kind of equilibrium the charge is in? Come on. You not jump to conclusion, children. Just take your time and do it properly. You follow the question. Ramya,
Yes, sir.
did you follow the previous thing, the whole thing? Like I don't know whether you joined on time. Plus Q, if it is some plus Q is in the middle, the net force is 0. That I showed in details.
Yes,
And
sir.
I said, whenever the net force is 0, it is said to be in equilibrium. But now the question is that equilibrium stable or unstable? To begin with, I'll introduce you to understand equilibrium slightly mathematical way little later in terms of potential energy and differentiation, whatever, mathematics. But right now you need to think, I just displace it, it goes back. That is stable equilibrium in a very simple way.
Yes, sir.
For example, if I have a phone like this, if you can you see it? Am I visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it on or not?
Answer.
Yeah. This will be stable equilibrium. Look, if I lift it a little, it comes back. But this one, if I place it like this, displace it slightly, it will fall down. If I'm standing it vertically like this, I can keep it in equilibrium. If I manage it, I can just see that it doesn't fall this way, that way. I can make the net force 0 to begin with. Do you follow? I'll hold it a little. But if I slightly disturb it, it goes and falls. But if I place in this position, for example, a slight displacement doesn't cause anything and it will come back. Can you tell me why? Very, very important idea this is. In this position, the potential energy is going to be minimum. Why? The distance from the center of mass of ground is less here. So mgh will be less for this. The same mgh will be more here.
Yes, sir.
Do you follow?
Understood.
Nice ideas, Amma. These are all good, great ideas. Try to understand. Okay. Now, then I was telling you, if a plus Q charge is there in the midpoint exactly between plus Q and plus Q, the charge plus Q in the middle will be in equilibrium, but that will be stable if I displace it along the line. It will be unstable if I move it perpendicular to the line. So that's how you need to talk about equilibrium. Now, supposing I've got same plus Q and plus Q like this, if I have a minus Q in the middle, how do you describe? How do you discuss equilibrium? I'll write discuss equilibrium. I'm giving you the opportunity to talk. Discuss the equilibrium of what? Equilibrium of minus Q. Come on. If you talk, if you explain it properly, I can just slightly increase the level. Remember one question, a similar question I'll give you, discuss it. Then I can say you followed, then we'll increase the level. So that's how we can slowly keep moving up. Yes.
Sir, is it in stable equilibrium, sir? Now too.
No, did I not tell you how to check the equilibrium for longitudinal, for transverse like that? You need to tell. I'll help you. Start. I'll help you. Sai Bharat.
Sir, horizontally it is stable, sir. Vertically it's not.
No, look at this. Minus q I moved here, for example. So previously at this point force was 0, children. Net force was 0, right? But now when I moved here, this attractive force is it increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Increasing. So the net force will be still that way. No, it will go that way only. So it won't come back. So for longitudinal displacements, the equilibrium is unstable. But for transverse displacements, look at that. I'm doing it on the left hand side. Plus q, a minus q is here. I move it slightly like that, for example. There's an attractive force of this way, an attractive force of this way. It can come back. The same problems I'll convert into bigger problems later, believe me. I'm just going on splitting the problems to focus on one idea, not that I'll mix up two ideas. Remember, one thing I want to tell you, IIT JEE Advanced is 3 ideas put into a problem and a little extra calculation, 3 or 4 that can be converted into 3 to 4, say, mains level questions, BitSat level questions. But conceptually, both are same, believe me. Now, what will you say? For transverse displacements, it is stable. Transverse displacements, it is stable. So, can I believe that you people follow?
Understood, sir.
Devarchit?
Yes, sir, I got it, sir.
Right. And who are the others? Rishita?
So one doubt.
Please tell me.
So for the positive Q charge, why is transverse displacement unstable equilibrium?
Can you see the direction of forces on plus QM? One side displays it upwards.
Yes, sir.
Where is the direction? Is it towards the center or away from the center? The net force. This one.
Away from the center.
So when I displace it, it won't come back. It will go away.
Okay.
And these are
Yes,
fixed.
sir.
These are fixed charges, children. Don't forget that. Huh?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. That's good. So don't once an idea is discussed, children, just don't go without understanding it. Don't worry about the syllabus. That's my job. I'll finish it. But please don't do the same mistake you've been doing in your other classes. You may be doing, somebody else may be doing, I don't really know. But if you're looking only at the answer, A, B, C, D, how to catch A, B, C, D, that won't work much. It works to some level, but not. So can I now believe that you all followed this? Anshuman, Rishita,
Yes, sir.
Sai Bharat,
Yes,
Devarchit,
sir.
Understood, sir.
Ramya. All right. I'll go to the next question then. You can go to the next question. Tell me. I am.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I'll just slightly increase the level. Okay, I'll give a similar question to you for you to feel comfortable. Do that, and after that we'll go for the next question. This is second question today, or third question, doesn't matter. I've got plus 4q plus q fixed. Huh? At what point on the line joining them? At what point on the line joining them? A third charge can be placed so that it is in what? Equilibrium. And discuss the equilibrium. Discuss the equilibrium means that is stable or unstable. Come on. Anshuman. Exactly from what I've done in the previous questions, if you can do this, your job is done.
Sir,
Hmm.
the charge is positive or negative, sir?
That is left to you. You can take your own thing. That's why third charge.
Otherwise, we can take it as 4 cases, sir.
Huh?
We can make 4 cases out of this, right?
You can. Yes, like we did already, no? Huh? And just follow that old question, children, you will get it. Or you tell me how to start, I'll help you to do that, then you'll feel confident that you are following. Remember, a similar new question you should get first. That's the condition for my teaching.
Sir, net force should be 0.
Where?
Sir, this third point, where will be the third point, the third charge, where will be placed, sir, in this line?
Where? At what distance? I'll put L if you want in the middle, in the beginning. Even that's not important. You can check and you can tell the answer in terms of L.
Sir,
Abhinav.
F1 F2 క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి F1 F2 ని ఈక్వల్ చేస్తే 4 అని వస్తుంది సార్.
4 and all bidda something is also chudi. I'll show you. Plus 4q and then plus q. Let me say the total distance I am saying L is already given, or you can suppose it. At a distance x, you thought you placed it a plus q. Okay, so this 4q will repel it. Do all this, then only you'll understand. This plus q also will repel it, right? Call it F1, this as F2. Apply Coulomb's law for F1. F1 is how much? Abhinav? K I'll write. Instead of writing 4, 1 by 4 pipes and all that, K you write. 4q into q, 4q square by, this distance is how much? X square. F2 is how much? This way. This between these two. K into q. Q square by L minus x whole square. So F1 minus F2 equals 0. Right? Huh? For equilibrium. Net force should be 0. Abhinav. So if I make, can I write straight away? K cancels. Huh? I'll write once again anyway. 4q square by x square is equal to q square by L minus x whole square. 2q by x is equal to, I can take 1 plus value, q by L minus x. So what do I get? 2L minus 2x equals x. So 2L equals 3x. So you should solve this, no? Without solving, how can you say anything? Tell me. So at x equals 2L by 3, any charge you place that will be in equilibrium is the first answer you should give me. Please start learning, children. And be honest with me. Like what was happening, what is the kind of things you want to do, what you do in your classes, all that tell me. I'm not going to blame anybody here, but let me get the learning culture from you. Yes, tell me. Why did you not do this? Whoever gave me the answer, some from 4 and all that. What was the difficulty in this? You tell me.
Sir, F1 F2 ఈక్విలిబ్రియం లో ఉండాలంటే F1 మైనస్ F2 0 అవ్వాలి కదా సార్.
సార్ F1 F2 ఈక్విలిబ్రియం అనద్దు బిడ్డ, నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అనాలా.
నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అవ్వాలంటే F1 మైనస్ F2 0 అవ్వాలి కదా సార్.
అవును.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మొత్తం డిస్టెన్స్ R అని తీసుకొని R/2 అని ఈక్వల్ గా తీసుకున్నాను సార్. అలా
ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటావు చెప్పు. R/2 ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది అంటే +q ఇక్కడ +q ఉన్నప్పుడు R/2లో వస్తుందని ప్రూవ్ చేసిన మనం ఫస్ట్ ఇంతకు ముందు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో. అట్లా అనుకోవద్దు కదా మొదలే, ఎందుకంటే ఇది 4q ఉంది, అది q ఉంది. సో force depends on the product of the charges and distance, no? So you cannot just simply say R/2 on your own, you cannot.
ఓకే.
No, that's why I went for another similar question, try to understand.
Sir, I got the answer, sir, but when you mentioned L, I understood the idea, sir.
Even
I
if
was
I don't
continuously doing, sir.
Sai Bharat, even if I don't mention L, you should say it is 2/3 distance from 4q or 1/3 distance from q, you can say, no?
Yes,
That's
sir.
left to you. You can take your own L.
So after you mentioned L, I got that idea, sir, which you were
Right.
saying.
So this 2L/3 you got, Sai. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And others, Ramya? Are you there, Ramya? Went out. Rishita, Devach, Anshman, Abhinav, Sai, Bharat, Pavan. They're coming and going, I don't know. Right. Right. Then, how about equilibrium being stable, unstable?
Sir,
Same idea. Because these two charges are anyway plus. Yes, tell me. Devachit.
sir, if it is not in the ratio of 2/3 and 1/3, other than that, any other ratio will be there, we can consider it as unstable equilibrium. right, sir?
No, that's not the point. At this point, it is an equilibrium. This equilibrium is stable or unstable? The question.
Sir, stable, sir.
Once again, you are saying stable without thinking. Look, why did I discuss so much in the old problems? Why did I discuss so much in the old problems? Tell me.
Sir, it is repulsive, no, sir. It will again come back to.
No, you're not listening to me carefully. You're not listening. Once again, look, I don't mind doing, but listen to me. So finally, what did we prove here? If I have this, where is this? Not this one, I'm sorry. This one. If I have plus 4q and plus q, if I place some plus q at 2L/3, it will be in equilibrium, we told. Now displace it and check. It comes exactly the way we discussed previously. If I move it like this, here the force is 0. Net force is 0. This force and this force are equal. But if I move it like this force increases. This force decreases. Right? This force decreases. This force increases. So it will go back. That means for a plus q, in the longitudinal displacement, it is stable equilibrium. But if I move it like this, it is unstable.
So I said the same, no, sir.
I did not tell that, no. Why would
Okay, I didn't mention longitudinal.
You should, otherwise it will be meaningless. So along this direction it is stable, in this direction unstable. But the same thing, if I have minus q placed also, the net force is still 0. But in this case,
Unstable.
unstable in this,
Longitudinal
for this displacement, stable for this displacement.
Longitudinal.
Yes, transverse and longitudinal. This is longitudinal. This is transverse. So I want you to mention it. Come on. Pavan, why are you not coming on time? Slowly, no, you have to be every day. Then you'll see some difference in your way of doing things. Because physics is highly conceptual, children. Chemistry can manage somewhat. Inorganic chemistry, you may remember. Organic chemistry also, you cannot remember, but at least few tools you apply and you'll get it. Some basic ideas are there. You may remember some large number of reactions. For the IITJ main sake, it's not so great, but advanced sake actually. Physical chemistry, you may find it slightly difficult, but even there, the sums are not so difficult. That's where actually the physics is involved. Physical chemistry is what? Simply The principles of physics apply to chemistry if you don't know. Am I right? The word physical chemistry is that it is applying the physics principles to chemistry basically. So that will be a little challenging. But otherwise, some kind of honest, studious children manage chemistry. You should, because that's where you got many marks you can score. Right? Maths, once again, some algebra you can do. I mean, even if you do a longer calculation, certain kind of problems will be easy in maths. But physics is one where a combination of maths and physics is there. That's where it is troublesome. So I want your response immediately. Don't feel for not understanding it. That's very, very important. I'm asking you again and again. Then you'll actually get the benefit of my teaching. I'll keep increasing the levels of the questions slowly. Can I go to the next question then? Huh?
Yes, sir.
I am. Look at this. I'll try to reduce the writing by giving the pictures. I should not give the pictures because you need to draw the pictures for yourself. But to begin with, I'll just make it a little easy for you. This is free. This is free. The difference between this and the old sum is what? These two charges are fixed previously. Huh? The question is this. The question is, you did not ask me one question in the previous problem. Once I removed the root, I took only plus value. Minus value, if you take, what happens, you see there. Okay, I'll come back to that. Question is this. First question one is, no, I'll just put only one question. Question is, which charge placed at the midpoint of what? Midpoint of line joining them will keep the whole system in equilibrium. Now, you need to just understand the difference between this question, that question in a physical sense first. Come on, Sai Bharat, speak. Abhinav, Anshuman, Rishita. Which charge placed at the midpoint of the line joining them will keep the whole system in equilibrium?
So plus Q.
The whole system. Previously, the difference is this, I'll tell you. Watched out carefully. This question is...
So minus Q.
You have not understood the question first. The difference between this and that is, this plus Q was fixed previously. Right? And this plus Q was fixed. So we only talked about the equilibrium of this body we place in the middle, this charge. Because though, see, this charge is fixed, so this, when it comes here, this will apply force on this. This is anyway applying force on that previously. But since it is fixed, the net force will be still zero. That means some other force will be developing between this and say the support there, for example, where you placed it, and the force will be balanced on this. Force will be balanced on this because they are fixed. That means they are already in equilibrium.
So
we are discussing the equilibrium of only this in the previous example. Now, yes, tell me, Sai.
So if we place a charge in between them, they will move to certain distance where they all means the whole system gets into equilibrium. If they are free.
Bharat, I appreciate your spirit, but think before you talk. Huh? Look, these are free now. right? Remember, even if they are free at this moment, somehow if you could place a charge exactly at the midpoint, this will be anyway in equilibrium, isn't it? Net force would be 0 at that moment. At that moment, at least, let me say. But will the force on this also be 0? No. I'll tell you, any charge, I'll write here, just you can also write, any charge at the midpoint will be in equilibrium at that instant. That means at that instant, immediately something will happen, because this will move, that will move. But even if they move also, no issue, because yes, yeah.
Then the charge that is placed should be neutral, no sir?
What do you mean by charge in place should be neutral, Rishita? Charge is not neutral. Charge is
Sir,
either
if at the midpoint it is in equilibrium, okay.
the
But
net
if
force
it is
zero.
moved left, yeah, the net force
it is
is 0.
moved
But
left, yeah.
if it is moved
Yes.
left or right,
equilibrium
there will be
disturbs. No, equilibrium
Yes,
disturbs. Equilibrium disturbs. That will
Yes,
come later.
sir.
That's going to be unstable. Equilibrium will come later. My point is, force on this will be 0, but force on the other also should be 0 for the whole system to be in equilibrium. This is the point. Now consider this plus q. Listen to me carefully. On this plus q, anyway, the force is 0. But now, find out force on one of them. This plus q will repel it. This plus q also will repel this. Push it away. F1 will be how much, children? If the total distance was r here, let me say, F1 equals k into, F1 is by this, for example.
4k
F2 is by this.
q1
K q by r by 2 whole square, right? All right. F2 equals what? K q into q square by r square. Is it okay, children? This is r by 2. So they are in the same direction. So I'll add them up to make it 0. So k q by r square into 4 plus k q square by r square is equal to 0 for equilibrium. For the net force to be 0. So r square cancels, you get 4q equals minus q. So q equals minus q by 4. So that means in the middle, if I place minus q by 4, force on this also will be 0, force on this also will be 0, force on that anyway is 0. So the whole system is in equilibrium now, though that will be unstable. Come on, look at the question carefully and tell me, because this will be taken to a logical end slowly. After I discussed potential energy, electrostatic potential energy, will give it even more color and more concept there. Better discussion will happen later. If you save, you followed it, immediately I'll give you one more question. That will be test for your understanding.
సార్ ఒకసారి ఇంకోసారి చెప్పరా సార్?
I have no problem, but I expect you to ask me at a particular place where you did not follow.
సార్ ఇక్కడ F1 అని ఉంది కదా సార్, F1 F2
అయితే చూడు అభినవ్, దీన్ని నేను ప్లస్ క్యూ అనుకున్నా కాబట్టి
సార్
ఫోర్స్ ఇటే ఉండాలి కదా. ఇది ప్లస్ క్యూ, దీన్ని రిపేల్ చేయాలా. ఈ ప్లస్ క్యూ ఏం చేయాలి అన్నట్టు రిపేల్ చేయాలా కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఫైనల్ గా ఏమొచ్చింది? ఈ నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 చేస్తే క్యూ ఈక్వల్స్ మైనస్ క్యూ బై 4 వచ్చింది అభినవ్. అంటే అర్థం ఏంటంటే, ఈ మైనస్ క్యూ బై 4 దీన్ని అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఈ ప్లస్ క్యూ దాన్ని రిపెల్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ రెండు ఫోర్స్ నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అవుతుంది.
నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0
అంటే ఏంటి? మైనస్ క్యూ బై 4 కనుక ఉంటే ఆ మైనస్ క్యూ బై 4 మీద ఫోర్స్ 0 అవుతుంది, దీని మీద 0 అవుతుంది, దీని మీద 0 అవుతుంది. అంటే టోటల్ సిస్టమ్ కి ఈక్విలిబ్రియం.
ఓకే సార్.
but this equilibrium is unstable. The reason is just you move it a little, the charges move away. The force will change. Previously, the other forces are balancing it. It's a fixed and అర్థమేంటారు బాబు, దీనికి కింద ఇంకేదో ఫోర్స్ ఉంది, ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఏదో ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని ఆపేస్తుంది అన్నట్టు పోకుండా. ఇక్కడ వేరే ఫోర్స్ ఏమి లేవు. ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ ఎలక్ట్రోస్టాటిక్ ఫోర్సెస్ లోనే ఇది స్టేబుల్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియంలో ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఫ్రీగా ఉంది, ఇది ఫ్రీగా ఉంది, ఇది ఫ్రీగా ఉంది. దీన్ని మూవ్ చేయంగానే ఏమవుతుంది? ఎటు మూవ్ చేసినా కూడా when you move it like that, minus q/4 చేస్తే ఏమైతుంది? ఇది చూడండి, these charges also move. They won't be remaining there, isn't it? Previously plus q were fixed, children. Now they are free. So the moment you move this, the other things also move. So of course, in terms of energy we need to talk, but still that's enough to say that it's unstable.
సార్ ఒకవేళ -q తీసుకుంటే కూడా అన్స్టేబుల్ అవుతుంది సార్.
ఇది
సార్ మిడ్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర -q తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో,
మిడ్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర -q తీసుకుంటే అది ఈక్విలిబ్రియంలో ఉంటుంది, అది అన్స్టేబుల్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ఇవి రెండు ఈక్విలిబ్రియంలోకి రావు. -q/4 ఉంటేనే ఈ మిగిలిన రెండు చార్జెస్ కూడా నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అవుతుంది వాటి మీద. అర్థమైందా? స్పీక్ children. Come on, Abhinav, Anshuman. Please don't think that I am doing very, very tough questions. No, they are simple but conceptually good questions. But they can be extended to bigger ideas. One statement I can say is that a system cannot be in stable equilibrium. Which system? System of few charges cannot be in stable equilibrium just with electrostatic force alone. That's called a particular theorem. You will know it if you type these words which I told in the Google. You will get something. But I want your immediate response, children. Quick. You need to continue, because on Coulomb's law only we can do some scores of problems I told you.
Sir, understood, sir.
Sai, can you tell me what did you understand? Summarize JCC. What is the summary of this question?
Sir, to find the point of charge where it is in equilibrium, sir.
That r/2 we already know. That's why I did not find out. I said already midpoint అనేసాను నేను. I need not find where should I place, because plus q ఉంది, ఇక్కడ plus q ఉంది, సరిగ్గా మధ్యలో పెడితే నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అవుతుంది ఏ థర్డ్ ఛార్జ్ని. అప్పుడు ఆ ఛార్జ్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియంలో ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఈ రెండు పక్కన ఉన్న ఛార్జెస్ ఫ్రీగా ఉన్నప్పుడు మధ్యలో -q/4 పెడితే మాత్రమే అన్ని ఛార్జెస్ మీద నెట్ ఫోర్స్ 0 అవుతుంది. ఈ సిస్టమ్ని కొంచెం డిస్టర్బ్ చేసినా కూడా ఈక్విలిబ్రియం చెడిపోతుంది.
Understood, sir.
Right. If you understood it, let me see. I'll go for a similar question. But even there, I'll once again split the question into smaller parts. Fourth one. Look, I have 3 charges placed like this, plus q, plus q, plus q, and they're all fixed. This side is A, for example. So if I place a third charge at the center of the triangle, plus q, first find the force on it. Find the net force on plus q at O, the center of the triangle. First do that, a simple question.
Sir, it is 0, no, sir.
It is 0. Can you tell me how, Rishita?
It is at the centroid of the triangle.
So what?
So distance between the plus q charge and all the other charges at the vertices is equal.
Okay, so what?
So they cancel out.
What do they cancel out?
Force.
How? Can you show that? The cancel?
Sir, keep annotating option, sir. I can draw it.
Huh?
Keep annotating option, sir. We can show it on the screen.
I can, but yeah, only
సార్
small numbers I don't mind.
సార్ అది
Come
ఈక్వలేటరల్
on.
ట్రయాంగిల్ సార్.
చేయండి, చూపెట్టండి, ఎవరు చూపిస్తారు. Generally, I deserve it because many students are there that misuse it. Okay, come on, show it. Yeah, arrows పెట్టాలి. ఎవరు చేసేది? రిషితానా? కాదు. Who is this? Devarchit. So you should put the, he's putting it right only, but you should put the arrows lekunda force under Devarchit. What he says is this force is this way. Which was this force of this? Force of this is this way, he says. Force of this is this way, he says. Correct. And what is the magnitude, Devarchit? I want full solution for this. I can call it as F1, this as F2, this as F3. So F1 equals, F2 equals, F3 equals how much, you tell me? K into Q by this R. To tell it is 0, you not find out R, but probably in the next sum you may require it. How much is R, children? Rishita?
Sir, I think we should use that. Pythagoras theorem we should use.
a/√3 సార్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వలేటరల్ ట్రయాంగిల్ నా సార్.
Yeah. So a by root 3 whole square. If somebody does not know that, I'll show you. But 3kq by a square. So 3 forces making an angle 120 with each other acting at a point will produce 0. Right? Will it or not? Because if this is magnitude f, this is magnitude f, this is magnitude f, which is 120, sum of any two will be equal and opposite to the third one. This is f. F again, if the angle is 120, sum of these two will be f again. Do you agree? How do you get it? F square plus 2f square cos 120. That will be 0. Sorry, that will be f. So this f and this f are opposite, so the net force is 0. That's all that is required to do. Not just broadly you will say it is 0. All right. Rishita.
Yes, sir.
Right. In which case, I'll change the question now. Here I told you these are all fixed. Okay. Now, if you get the answer for the question I'm giving you, I can say that you followed the previous question. Look at this. 5th question. This one you remove. The problem, if you annotate, then Zoom actually stays on right. Now, look at this. The same question I will give you and get me the answer for this. Then I'll really say that you are following. Plus Q all are now free. So which side is A again? Even if I don't give, that's not a big deal. You can take it. So which charge at the center will keep the whole system in equilibrium? Which charge at the center will keep the whole system in equilibrium? Come on. So this is a test for your understanding. Come on, take the challenge. Which charge at the center will keep the whole system in equilibrium. Are you doing, children? Are you doing? Rishita?
Yes, sir, doing so.
Right. Okay. Devarchit, Sai Bharat, tell me what should I do? Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes time. Come on, let me see. But let me remind you about the log parallelogram vectors and the cosine rule. I'll just show it. But once it is shown here, I want you to use it anytime in future again. If you know the components also, that's okay. But for this kind of problem, this may be easier way. The angle between them is theta. The resultant is, oh, sorry. The resultant is like that. In the middle it goes. This is R equals this one. So mod R equals under root mod A square plus mod B square. Mod I am not writing, but when I don't write anything, it is mod only. 2AB cos theta. And tan alpha equals tan alpha. Direction for the resultant will be, if A is here, B is there, I'll get mod B sine theta by mod A plus mod B cos theta. This I'll be using very liberally in all our particular set of questions. This is log parallelogram vectors or triangular vectors, doesn't matter, anything you can call. And this is the cosine rule for it. This is algebraic.
Sir, I'm getting it as plus q, sir.
No.
It's wrong.
Yes, but let me show it. And others? Others. Okay, listen to me.
Sir, wait. I got root 2q.
Root, you know better. All right. Okay, now Rishita, just guide me as to how to do. I'll tell you where you are going wrong. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Right. So tell me, Emma, what all you did, you just tell me. If it is going wrong, don't worry. Look.
Sir, I took resultant.
Resultant on whom?
Let's take any vertex charge, sir. I took F1 and
right.
F2.
Right. This one is okay. Any charge here will do. That will be in any way equilibrium. Now I've got 3 charges applying forces on, say, this charge. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Emma, how do I put the forces direction? Forces are vectors. You can't simply write this force. It will be like this, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That I took as F1.
F1 is how much? Tell me.
KQ square by A square.
KQ square by A square. Agreed. And this force will be?
That is also KQ square by A square.
A square.
Angle between them is 60 degrees.
Now let me write the third force. This one also applies force, no?
Yes, sir.
This is how much, Emma? A by? Root 3.
Root 3.
So force will be K into QQ by A by root 3 whole square. So force 1, force 2, force 3. Now the angle is 60 between them. So resultant of these two will be along the same middle one, right?
Yes, sir.
Rishita, that's where I think you went wrong.
Yes, sir. Mathematical error.
So this one is how much? Root 3 K Q square by A square. How does it come from? This formula. Now this and
Yes.
this are in the same direction, Rishita? Blue
Yes,
and
sir.
red. So add them.
Yes.
K into QQ by A by root 3 whole square plus root 3 KQ square by A square is equal to 0. So you'll get Q. Tell me. I told you already, I've given you the required formula also here from first year. Whether you did it or not, whether you remember it or not, I'm revising it again for you, even the first year, small things.
Okay, sir. Minus Q by root.
That's
Wait.
correct. Right.
Yes, sir.
No, she must have followed, I'm sure, no, because she was trying something and went wrong somewhere. But Rishita, this is going to be the method, Amma. Like, tell me without hesitation as to what you're doing. Even on a remote thing, without seeing you people, I can make it almost like a regular class.
Okay. I should tell you what I did, sir.
Exactly. Yes. In fact, I can open the window and you can show the notes also. And
Sir,
I allow you to annotate also.
I calculate the resultant.
Resultant of these two you
I calculated the resultant. The thing
of these two you calculate, but
no, of the two I calculated. The third one I did not.
Yes, because you forgot that this is going to apply force on this.
I took that. I thought that is the resultant, and I didn't add it. Okay, so now I understood.
You understood. And how about others? Devachit.
Sir.
Sai Bharat, please tell me.
Understood,
sir. I did. Sir. I didn't understand. Here, sir.
Where?
Root 3. Here, sir.
Where? Show it. There.
This area, sir.
Even now?
Yes, sir.
Hurry, come on. There are two equal forces. Why don't you use this formula? I told you already, no? Say if this is x, if this is x, if the angle is 60, what will I get? X square plus 2x square into cos 60. Cancelling root 3x, no? So root 3 into 1 of this. This is it has x there.
Okay, sir.
And resultant of these two is along the third one. So I'm simply adding them up and making it 0. So we'll get this. That means for a particular charge called minus q by root 3 in the middle, force on that will be 0, force on this will be 0, force on this will be 0, force on this also will be 0. Tell me. Like Ramya did, you do something and tell me. Look. Whether it is even for MSET exam, believe me, if somebody says you remember so many things and you'll get a rank, don't believe. Physics doesn't happen like The ideas are same for all exams. Only thing is a combination of ideas, lot of calculation, and not able to set up the sum is that IITJ advanced. A single good idea, a single idea problem is for mains. Singular once again, sometimes two. And only single idea for MSET or other exams. So if you divide the problem solving that way, instead of saying IIT, JEE, all this, you start learning in a proper way. All right. After a little while, I'll give you the assignment also, children. I'll just go form a Telegram group or WhatsApp group. I'm just waiting for more people to coming, and then I'll put my assignments on the WhatsApp also. You need to do the assignments and come back with doubts. And definitely, I'll not bother you with very tough questions in the beginning, but I'll give you good questions in the beginning, and then slowly increase the level. All right. Are you there? Or falling asleep?
Yes.
Okay. All right. For today, I'll end the session. And are you looking at the videos again? I don't know. You need to. I'll just listen to my words carefully. First time, especially physics, and that too good conceptual lesson won't be followed easily. Watch it once, twice, thrice, and slowly you'll start thinking the way I want you to think. And our wavelengths match in future. What I speak, you will follow. What you speak, I'll follow. Slowly, that base develops properly. So I expect you to look into that. Delta Junior College website. I think you are getting the links also. So keep watching the videos again. Okay. For now, I'll be closing it. Tomorrow we'll meet again. Good night, children. Yes, Abhinav, Anshuman, Devachit, Saibar. I'm closing, children. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right.